starters for the Golden State Warriors. Down low, it'll be the tenacious pair of Butler and Draymond. Then there's Stephen Curry. Then it's Moses Moody. And for Philadelphia, Maxey and Edgecombe man the backcourt. Edwards out there with Paul George. And it's Embiid in at the center. All right, Tim, we're in the earlier portion of an NBA season. As a player, was this part easier, harder, or about the same as down the stretch?
No, B.A., I think it was a little easier early in the season because your body felt fresh. There was an adrenaline and a newness to the season. Often later in the year, you get much more worn down physically.
And if you're in contention, the pressure and the stress picks up as well.
No doubt, particularly coming out of those dog days, the dead of winter.
Here's Curry, following that last three-pointer by Philadelphia. Outside Butler. And it goes as the official calls the foul. Count it, and he'll shoot one more at the line. Well, when you think about all the miles Jimmy Butler has on his legs now, how many more does he have left, Grant?
Well, he's been shouldering the load for a long time, but what separates him from the pack is his sheer will and his IQ. So he might just surprise us a little.
And the free throw, no good. Tim, when you talk about Jimmy Butler, just how hard of a worker is this guy?
Well, he's just exceptional. That gritty style of play is what makes him so respected, B.A. And as we know, he has a way of rising to the occasion.
Kicks it to George. Another three for Philadelphia.
Well, if you create shots for him, Paul George is going to knock him down all night long.
About a minute into this first quarter. Outside, Green. And here's Curry for three. Drains the triple.
Oh, you gotta love the back and forth, showing real confidence at the arc.
And when you give up a three, there's always this instinct to try and get it back immediately.
Now here's Maxey. His last outing, we saw him score 22. Embiid. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket is good, and he'll go to the line.
And we have seen it so many times. You just knew Embiid was going to finish that play.
And he'll be shooting his first free throw.
One shot.
Personal foul. First team foul. At the line for Philadelphia, Joel Embiid. One shot.
Tim, these recent injuries robbing Embiid of prime years. 7 straight All-Star appearances up to 2025.
Yeah, B.A., for a player his size that moves as quickly as he does, it seems like it put a tremendous amount of strain on those lower extremities. It's a common theme in this league. Well, that's Curry doing what he does best, doing damage from the outside.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, I had a chance to talk with head coach Nick Nurse. We talked about the challenge of facing off with Steph Curry, the three-point king. Coach said it's not just the threes that are concerned with Steph. It's how well he passes the ball. He's one of the best point guards ever, and Curry will get everyone else involved. Guys, back to you.
Allie, thank you. Basket counts.
Talk about a fast start. 4 for 4 right out of the gate.
Philadelphia has gone 2 for 3 from outside the arc. That three's off the mark. The 76ers have gone 3 of 4. Off to a nice start.
That's a heads-up play that time by Maxey, creating offense for others.
Well, that's a fantastic view there from the AT&T Connected Cam. And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. Now Curry, 6 points for him. Offline with a three.
And just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
Outside Maxey. That one doesn't drop.
Well, he usually brings rain from there, but not this time.
Outside Butler. Goes up and lays it in nice and easy. Butler's got 6.
That is a strong move by Butler. So tough in there.
Pass to George. This one for three. Pure from three-point range.
Well, he's cooking now. That's 3 out of 4 here at the start.
And Curry's got the ball here for the Golden State Warriors. Trailing by 2. And Butler the bucket on the assist from Curry. Give him 8 points now.
He is dialed in right now. Perfect from the field this quarter.
Out to the wing. Pass to Embiid. Shot clock at 5. Rebounded by Green. The Warriors have got 6 of 8 shots to go. Now Butler. Back to Moody. The 3 from Curry. Paul George pulls down the board. Philadelphia has gone 3 of 4 on threes here in this first quarter. That one goes in.
Oh, a high motor in close to the rim. Maxey finding a window and converting.
Outside Moody. Outside Butler. Outside Moody. Maxey against Curry. Golden State needs to get off a shot. Here's Green. The rebound by Embiid. The Sixers leading. George outside. Outside Edwards. Pass to Embiid. Outside Maxey. The 3 is up. Yes, and it's Embiid picking up the assist. Maxey's got 5 now.
That's beautiful right there by Maxey. You can play him off the ball or on the ball. Tyrese will find a way to beat you.
And Steve Kerr wants a timeout. Coach probably just checking to make sure everybody's on the same page here. Jonathan Kuminga, he's checked in for the Warriors. And a quick look at the 2K leaderboard. Here are the teams picking up the most steals this season. In the 3rd spot, the Warriors.
This team will punish you for sloppy ball control, no question. They've got a lot of fast-handed guys just waiting to take advantage.
Here's Butler. Really played well against New Orleans in his last game. From deep, Joel Embiid with the board. Philadelphia leading by 5. And Tim, after a rough season, the Sixers with some lottery luck last May.
Yeah, there was a good chance their draft pick would convey to OKC if it didn't stay in the bottom 6. Instead, they moved up to 3rd, and they were able to draft VJ Edgecombe, who could be a difference maker.
And count that. 2 points and a chance for one more at the line.
That's a nice job by Butler playing through the whistle.
And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the 76ers.
Well, they found a groove, and it's from distance, so knocking them down from the three-point land never hurts.
Well, from the start, they've been making quality passes offensively, and that is reflected in their assist number.
Tim, it was pretty unique to hear the Warriors vets say they don't want a team to mortgage the future trying to chase one more ring.
Really shows you the selflessness of this group. Here you've got Steph Curry, a top 10 player in league history, who maybe would want one because there's no time like the present.
Thinking more like a GM than he is a star player.
Smart. Keep that cupboard stocked.
Now here's Grimes. Coming off a terrific game against Brooklyn. The 3, George, and he gets it to go. 4 for 6 so far.
And the defense is really allowing them too much room on the perimeter.
And here's Curry. He's got 6. And here's Kuminga for 3. And Watford pulls it down. Outside Grimes. Pass to Maxey. Here's George. And that one falls. His 5th basket in 7 tries.
And he's 5 of 7, getting into a nice rhythm offensively.
Curry looking it over. Out to Kuminga. Jacks up a 3. He can't get it to go.
He created the opening. He got the angle. Unfortunately, that miss was just on him.
Here's Maxey. Yes, and it's George picking up the assist. And that's now 7 points for Tyrese Maxey.
And what's working here, each guy is willing to make the next pass.
Outside Kuminga. Outside Butler. To end the run. It's rebounded by George.
I love how they've attacked the boards here in the first quarter.
Pass to Grimes. Here's Watford. Now here's Embiid. Hovering around 19.5 points a game. His scoring has been huge for them. Grimes' shot is off. Warriors trail by 9. To the middle. And it's good for 2.
And you know if there's anyone who's going to stick their nose in the action, in the paint, it's Draymond Green.
Maxey passes to Watford. Back to Maxey. Rebounded by Green. Green's got 4 rebounds now. Outside Moody. Left side Butler. Ball stolen. And they're pushing it up. Here's George. Here's Watford. Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
And they've settled in quickly today. A nice flowing rhythm to their offense.
And Steve Kerr wants a timeout. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. Tim, we've seen the offensive game of Quentin Grimes go through the roof.
Yeah, B.A., he is playing with major confidence right now. In high school and college, he was a lead guard, and that comfortability with the ball is evident.
And some changes here for the 76ers. Drummond's checked in for Joel Embiid. Gordon comes in for Paul George. And McCain subbed in for Maxey. And the Warriors will go with a different look here. Post is checked in for Draymond Green. Horford comes in for Jimmy Butler. Heald's checked in for Moody. And Podziemski subbed in for Stephen Curry. Horford with it. He's averaging about 6 points per game. And here's Kuminga for 3. Drops in the 3.
And Kuminga has put a lot of work in on that shot. It's good to see him knock it down from deep.
Pass to Drummond. Back to McCain. Outside Grimes. Drummond with the screen. 4-3. Can't get it to go. Making him 0 for 2. Warriors trail by 6. Here's Podziemski. 15 in his last outing. Outside Hield. No good from outside. And for Philadelphia, they're shooting a terrific 58% to start the game. Excellent numbers. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks, B.A. The Warriors have come a long way during the Curry era. Draymond Green said, quote, "We built this thing up from the laughingstock of the NBA. I take a great deal of pride in that. I think about this organization like it's mine. If the Warriors win the championship 10 years from now, that's our championship, period." Brian, back to you.
All right, thank you, Allie. Now here's Podziemski. No points yet. Top of the key. And there's another one for the Warriors.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
Well, you just have to communicate those switches. If you don't, it's on you.
Here's Drummond, taking a look at his production, averaging just over 8 points a game. To the inside, and the jam by Drummond.
Well, that's really nice vision that time by McCain. Very patient, saw the floor and made the pass.
Outside Podziemski, outside Hield. To the left wing. Kuminga against Gordon. Just 5 to shoot. Left side, Kuminga. No good that time. Philadelphia leading by 6. McCain drives in, and here's Gordon from the arc. Sends it home from three-point land.
That is crucial for McCain's development. You know he can light it up, but right there you see a beautiful find.
Outside heel, fires for 3. Philadelphia grabs the miss. They want to keep rolling here, following the win against Brooklyn.
And guys, those road games are never easy. But they had a solid strategy going in and stuck to what they do best.
They were so precise with their execution. They didn't make many mistakes on either end, and that took the crowd out of the game.
Defensively, their effort hasn't been great early on.
Now Hield. No points so far. To stop the run, knocks it down from distance.
These teams are finding the range, showing a lot of confidence.
Yeah, he was so ready to answer that. These teams are just battling.
Paul George, he's feeling it tonight. He's been the driving force for the 76ers. Absolutely carrying the offense. He ends the quarter with 14. And more NBA action on 2K Sports. Coming your way right after this. Great to have you with us. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And looking at what we've seen from Philadelphia, what do you guys think?
Yeah, showing grit on the glass is a good way to gain an advantage. They controlled the boards in the first.
They clearly wanted to be the more physical team, and they are setting the tone that way. I love the work.
On the floor for the Warriors, we've got Jimmy Butler, Brandon Pajemski out there with Buddy Hield. Then there's Al Horford, and it's Kuminga in at the 3 spot. Well, injuries a nightmare for the Sixers, Grant. Last season, a league-high 55 different starting lineups.
Yeah, B.A., and their lowest win total since 2016. But some silver linings. Jared McCain was on track for Rookie of the Year before he went down, and Quentin Grimes also impressive.
They get the rebound. And Drummond with the jam.
And he's battling for everything, doing all he can to help extend their lead.
Just throwing down the putback with authority.
Leaving some skin on the floor. Those are pure hustle points.
To the wing on the left. And here's Butler outside. Jimmy Buckets with the tray.
And if Butler gets going, he is not going to let up. He will continue to attack over and over again.
Outside Maxey. That's good. For the day, he's 4 for 6.
And force-feeding the ball inside. I mean, no reason to go away from what's working.
Outside Butler. Pass to Horford. And Horford powers it home.
Look at Horford just rocketing off the floor, putting the defense on notice with a big dunk.
Outside Maxey. Snatched away. Outside Pajemski. Horford outside. Pass to Butler. Out to Hield from the arc. Good, and Butler gets the assist. Butler's got 3 assists in the game.
They are shooting it well from beyond the arc right now.
Maxey surveys. 3-pointer. Hits the trifecta. Maxi's got 12 points.
Now, his efficiency throughout this game has really been something, and his team has been able to succeed in large part because of it.
Butler with the ball. He's against Watford. Back to Pajemski. Wide open. Again, the Warriors score. Philadelphia leading by 3. So Nick Nurse has decided to call timeout here. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy. And last season, the Warriors had their most success playing a small ball lineup, Greg.
Well, they more than held their own on the backboards in defending the paint. But you knew they'd look to add some size this summer.
Spencer's checked in for Hield. Now, for those joining us now, we're in the second quarter, about 3 minutes gone by. Drummond with the screen. For 3, Maxey nails it. He's now 6 for 8 from the floor.
Well, after making 1 in the first quarter, he's now made 2 here in the second. Starting to get it going a little bit.
Back to Butler. Out left to the wing. Spencer tried to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good.
I'll tell you what, they've been aggressive and they've been physical.
Grimes with the ball. Now Horford defending. Drummond with the screen. Here's McCain. 6 on the shot clock. And Philadelphia hits again from deep.
That's just a breakdown. You can't let McCain get looks like that from deep.
Pass to Butler. Down low. Butler drops it in.
He is torching a defense that simply has no answers for him.
The Sixers lead by 7. Watford the pass to Maxey. And here's McCain. From the wing, here's Drummond, and the jam by Drummond.
And this is something he does all too well. Great position for the putback there.
And I like how he doesn't think twice about passing it out, just going right for the slam.
Well, defensively, you've got to put a body on him. That guy will ruin you on the offensive glass.
And so it's Maxey with it. He brings it up for Philadelphia. Pass to Drummond. Back to Maxey. Outside McCain. Drummond with the screen. Late clock. The Sixers need to put one up here. And the shot goes in. And now an 11-point Philadelphia lead.
Well, he had a solid first quarter, but he is rolling now.
Now Butler. Watford covering. Right side, Butler. Nice move. Butler goes for it inside.
I wouldn't say Butler seeks contact, but he sure doesn't turn it down.
So Nick Nurse has decided to call timeout here. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. Legs, when you're watching a young team play, what are the things you're looking for?
Well, look, a lot of teams have young players who are focused on making a name for themselves, but I like to see unselfishness. Those guys who can play with a team-first winning mindset, those are the guys that you keep long-term.
Play D, do the dirty work, stay in the rotation.
About sums it up.
Embiid, he's checked in for the Sixers. Paul George comes in for Watford. Draymond Green, he's checked in for the Warriors. Stephen Curry comes in for Spencer. Here's George. 14 points for him last game against Brooklyn. The Warriors pull it in. They're fresh off a win against the Pelicans.
And in that one, the bench came to play. Gave the team a bunch of points and energy to put them over the top.
Well, the bench changed the game. What a shot in the arm to this offense. That second unit was incredible.
Look at how solid Curry's motion is. Almost like he could have done that blindfolded.
Embiid, a screen on Curry. Pass to Embiid. Puts up a three. Kuminga pulls it in. Warriors trail by 6. Outside Pajemski. Green with a screen on Maxey. Back to Pajemski. Here's the three. Ooh, he's looking comfortable now. 3 for 3.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
Well, you just have to communicate those switches. If you don't, it's on you.
Pass to Embiid. Now here's Maxey from behind the arc. Kuminga pulls it in. Kuminga's got 4 rebounds now. Outside Curry, outside Pajemski. And here is Kuminga, covered by Grimes. And here's Butler. Clock at 6. Shoots over George. The shot by Butler, no good. The Sixers lead by 3. Well, Grant, if you had to say, is there anything you think is underrated about Embiid?
You know, B.A., I think it's his intelligence. Joel's a heady player. Sometimes big men don't get enough credit for their smarts on the court. Embiid knows the game.
Maxey against Curry. Green with a screen on Maxey. It's good! Curry with a long-range bomb.
When you let a team knock down that many threes, you know you're likely to be on the wrong side of a run.
Pass to Maxey. Launches it. That one goes. And that's his 9th made shot in 12 attempts.
Oh, he is feeling it. 3 trifectas here in the second quarter. 4 already for the game.
Outside, Green. Here's Kuminga, covered by Grimes. Oh, Kuminga, strong like bull.
Well, you better bring more than that if you want to try to knock Kuminga off balance. He just plows his way right through that contact.
Pass to Maxey. Screen by Embiid. Back to McCain. For 3. The Warriors pull it in. Green's got 5 rebounds in the game. Outside Pajemski. Outside Kuminga. Butler up top. George defending. George with a steal. Fast break. Here comes Philadelphia. And here's McCain. 20 points for him last game against Brooklyn.
And he was absolutely a menace defensively, disrupting the flow and nabbing a bunch of steals.
Here's Maxey, just 4 to shoot. That one off the back iron and out. And so it's Curry with it. He brings it up for Golden State. It's a 3-point game. Now here's Pajemski. He's got 7. Curry passes to Green. Back to Curry, fires the 3, and Grimes pulls it down. Philadelphia leading by 3. George passes to Maxey. Embiid, a screen on Curry. Here's Maxey, on the mark with the 15-footer. Maxey's got 24.
Well, just keep feeding him. He has been lights out.
Outside Butler. Back to Curry. The 3 is up. Rebound by Philadelphia. Embiid's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Outside Maxey. Pass to Embiid. 1:11 left in the second quarter. A nice shot by McCain.
And after a scoreless first quarter, he's finding his offense.
Warriors trail by 8. Curry with it. He's got 12. Now here's Podziemski. George defending. Pass to Curry. Fires the three. Curry buries the triple.
Anything you can do, I can do better. That one felt a little personal right there.
And within the bigger picture of the game, you have these individual matchups.
Maxey passes to Embiid. Green with the ball. Grimes covering. And he lobs it up to the rim. George with a steal. Shot and game clock separated by 5. Outside Maxey. Pass to George. Beyond the arc. It's rebounded by Golden State. And this is their first time matched up with Philadelphia this year.
Yeah, they had some trouble with this team last year, splitting the season series.
And that's a rare trait for a wing. Over the course of his career, most of Butler's points have come in the paint.
George for 3. Buries it from 3. George has got 17 points.
And he was dominant in their last outing. And the same thing here. He is in a terrific groove right now.
And that confidence has carried over to tonight. He is playing great basketball.
And so it's Philadelphia with a 6-point lead at the close of the quarter. Great shot selection right now, keeping the game simple and getting high percentage looks. All right, Allie's ready to go. She's courtside. Hey, Allie.
Here with Coach Steve Kerr, your defense struggling to contain them in the first half. How do you remedy it?
We got to get back in transition, and we got to make them feel us. You know, they're just running anything they want. We've got to at least disrupt the stuff they're trying to do.
Thank you, Coach.
Allie, as always, thank you. We'll be right back to begin the third quarter right after this.
Please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the fan half-court shot from goal, please. The memory of that shot. One more time, a round of applause for the participants.
Welcome in for halftime. And what's on tap, you ask? I can answer that. So far, it's been a nice outing for the Philadelphia 76ers.
You'll see teams attempt to space the floor, but these guys really do it. They've got great shooters who take great shots.
And a few times, even when they didn't have a good look, they made it look good.
And guys, let's take a moment to recognize the top performer for each squad thus far.
Brought their A games. This is what it means to try to put a team on your shoulders, Ernie.
What do you mean? I've been carrying you on this show for years.
That's not entirely true. I'd say maybe the first 2 years.
That's it for us. Thanks for tuning in. Now let's send you over to Brian Anderson with the third period.
And if you're just joining us, we played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Without question, Tyrese Maxey displaying all his skills today.
Through the first 2 quarters and change, his perimeter shooting continues to be spot on.
And this offense continues to find him in his sweet spots from deep.
Here's Curry. Maxey and Edgecombe man the backcourt. Joel Embiid is out there with Edwards. And it's George in at the 3 slot. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia. And here's Butler outside. It's rebounded by Edgecombe.
Their strong work ethic has been evident on the glass, really getting after it and being physical.
And teams built to win now don't always have the young pieces that Philly does, though.
Yeah, BA, particularly in their backcourt. Nice drafting and great trades have given them an abundance of talent.
Back to Curry. Shot clock at 6. The rebound by Maxey. Philadelphia leading by 8. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. Stephen Curry is nearing the finish line. He said every year there's some new style, new energy coming through that challenges you. And seeing these young dudes come up and understanding how much talent there is, this is not going to be around forever. So enjoy every moment of it. Back to you guys.
Thanks a lot, Allie.
Well, I'm not sure if he was surprised to be that wide open, but something got him out of focus.
Pass to Edgecombe. Launches a three. It's rebounded by Golden State. Outside Butler. And we're just about 2 minutes into the final half of play now. Misses the layup.
And that miss makes them 0 for 4 to start this quarter. Not exactly the start they were hoping for.
Pass to Embiid. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot two. That's on Jimmy Butler.
And the physicality Embiid brings to the table is awfully difficult to match. He knows how to use that 7-foot frame.
Taking 2 shots.
And that one misses. And what a wild ride last season for the Warriors, Tim.
Well, it was a roller coaster. They started out hot out of the gate, then they faded, falling all the way to the 11th seed at one point in the West. Then the Jimmy Butler trade righted the ship and got them back in the playoffs.
And he's good on the second. And one key for quality teams in this league, beating the opponents you're supposed to beat. What goes into that, Grant?
Well, B.A., they call them trap games. An opponent that, on paper, isn't up to your level, especially when they're missing key guys. The thing is, can you find that juice to take care of business? Scoreless in their first 5 attempts since halftime. It's getting ugly.
And here's Maxey outside. It's rebounded by Golden State.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Here's Curry. Oh, Curry, a magician inside.
And that's why Curry is so entertaining. When it comes to handling the basketball, he is an absolute wizard.
Back to Maxey. Outside Edwards. And they call an illegal screen here. Here's a look at the schedule for Philadelphia. On Sunday, they'll face off against Trae Young and the Atlanta Hawks. Then on Tuesday, they'll host the Washington Wizards.
And that game against Milwaukee, on paper, they should be expected to come away with a win. However, this might be one of those trap games if they aren't fully engaged.
Here's Butler. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Curry. Curry's got 3 assists in the game.
Nice job using Butler off the ball, getting him a shot in rhythm.
So Nick Nurse has decided to call timeout here. He's going to talk it over with his guys. And here are some of the best scorers in the league so far. Tyrese Maxey, 3rd.
He's proven to be an essential part of their offensive efforts, always playing hard on that end and ensuring they come up with points.
The Sixers lead by 5. Third quarter of basketball here. A little under 3.5 minutes gone by. George outside. Three-pointer. Sinks it from distance. George has got 20.
Exactly what every offense needs. Shooters who can force the defense to extend.
Yeah, that's how you create that spacing, and that will open up a lot of options offensively. He was torching them from deep in the first half, but he has not made one here in the second.
Takes a 3. Another three for Philadelphia.
And this is exactly what Paul George does out there. He uses all of that skill to pick apart the defense.
Outside Butler. Emphatic finish from Butler.
Yeah, he gives up a few inches to most of his matchups, but his ability to rise above always gives him a chance.
Here's Edgecombe. Right now he's contributing about 15.5 points a game. Here's Embiid. And then Embiid with the dunk.
Yeah, he just knows exactly how to run that screen. Good stuff there from Embiid.
Crosses over. And here's Curry for three. And a great assist by Butler as that one goes. Butler's got 5 assists in the game.
4 threes in the first half, and now another here in the second. He is feeling it.
And here's Maxey outside. And Philadelphia hits again for beat.
Right back at you. Tyrese Maxey showing you his competitiveness.
Outside Butler. Back to Curry. Puts up a deep three. The rebound by Embiid.
Struggling to get it going out there right now. I think he's pressing just a little bit too much.
And here's Maxey outside. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Green's got his 6th rebound on the night. Here he goes. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Oh, come on, B.A. I mean, where's the defense? That's just too easy.
Yeah, they got to do a much better job in help.
That's the kind of play that can spark a run. A dunk like that energizes everyone on the team.
So Nick Nurse has decided to call timeout here. Coach taking this moment to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. And the Warriors making a switch here. Kuminga's checked in. Now that we're into November, let's see how the Eastern Conference standings are shaken out. You take a look at Philadelphia. Here in the early going, they're in 8th place.
Well, right now for the 76ers, it's really been an intriguing year for them. I mean, they work hard, they play gritty, but they're just so inconsistent.
Well, inconsistency is the word. Sometimes they'll lose a game they probably should have won, and they show you how hard it is to sustain success in this league.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
In a lot of ways, Paul George has been the prototype of the modern swingman, Grant.
Yeah, 6'8", and with his versatile skill set, plug and play on any team. But health has been a challenge as of late. Now in his mid-30s, can he maintain that elite level?
Look at that touch by Paul George.
Now Moody hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Outside Curry, the three, drills it from deep.
Putting on a shooting clinic from deep. He had that huge first half, and he's still rolling.
Maxey passes to Embiid. Rebounded by Green. Green's got 7 rebounds in the game. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. It's going to go on Paul George.
And Kuminga doesn't mind getting hit on the way up. He actually embraces every chance he gets to go to the line.
Shooting 2.
First free throw is good, and defense has been the strength of the Warriors. So what do they need offensively, Tim?
Well, B.A., they need more consistent scoring outside of Steph Curry. Jimmy Butler certainly has helped, but to win at the highest level, it requires more than one three-level scorer.
And the Warriors making a switch here, but Jimsky's checked in. You know, I heard Steve Kerr talking about this concept, the ball and stick theory, Tim, that some guys just have natural hand-eye coordination and will excel at any sport. You agree with that?
Completely agree. Typically, we think of athletic ability involving speed or quickness. or verticality, but I think that hand-eye is critical and counts just as much as those other traits. Well, the defense did everything they could right there, but against a player like Embiid with that kind of power, it's just not enough.
Green, a screen. Pass to Butler. And they're going to count that bucket, and they'll send him to the line. It could be a three-point play.
And the defense just has no answers for him right now. With each made basket, the more his confidence continues to grow.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the 76ers.
I mean, they play some beautiful basketball all game. The passing has been impressive, and it's opened up things with their ball movement.
Another thing they've done really well in this game is their focus on the three-point shot. They're doing a great job of spreading the floor and then hitting those perimeter shots.
And here is Maxey. 27 points for him. Embiid, high post. Working on Green. McCain finds Embiid. Philadelphia moving it around. From downtown, the Warriors pull it in.
He just keeps firing from distance. I know he's trying to heat up, but at what cost?
Pass to Pajimski. Now here's Kuminga. Outside Curry. The three ball. Good, and Butler gets the assist. Butler's got 6 assists in the game.
He was red hot from the three in the first half, and he is showing no signs of slowing down.
Watford outside, and there's the whistle. Illegal screen is the call.
You're not going to fool the officials too often on an illegal screen.
Well, my feeling is you just want to make sure it's called consistently both ways.
And some changes here for the 76ers. Grimes, he's checked in for Paul George. And it's Lowry in for Tyrese Maxey. The Warriors also with a sub. Al Horford's checked in for Green. Outside Kuminga. Here's Butler. Lets the three fly. And Watford pulls it down. And here's Lowry. He'll bring it up for Philadelphia. They've led by as many as 14. They host the Hawks after this one, and that'll be their second of 4 total games at home. Pass to Embiid. Shoots over Kuminga. Yes! Embiid from in close.
Yeah, their defense is starting to wear down. That's 3 straight buckets at the rim.
Lowry against Curry. Down low. Horford against Embiid. Outside Butler. From outside the arc. Connects from downtown. Butler's got 10 points in the quarter.
Well, he is doing everything he can offensively in this quarter, but unfortunately, it's a team game, and he can't win this alone.
Embiid passes to Lowry. Driving inside. Back to Embiid. Over Horford. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. The 2K leaderboard showing us the best free throw shooting teams in the league. 5th on the list, the Warriors.
And this is a team that knocks down their free throws at an elite rate. Whoever they go up against should always try to avoid fouling them at all costs.
The free throw drops for Embiid.
Molding himself into one of the most dominant centers in the league, Embiid has really come into his own.
And Philadelphia making a change here. Walker's checked in. And Golden State also making a switch. Hield's checked in. And Embiid drops them both.
A big man with a nice shooting stroke. You love to see it.
Pass to Horford. Back to Hield. Here's Pajimski. And here's Kuminga for 3. Doesn't go for him.
Part of why they have this lead, they're doing the little things out there.
Here's McCain over Hield. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. That one on Hield.
Well, that's good work that time by McCain inside, able to draw that foul.
Philadelphia shooting their 6th and 7th free throw attempts tonight. And he knocks down the first one. And Legs, you look at Jared McCain, an NBA frame and a sharpshooter.
And floor spacing is so important in this league right now. So if you can knock down shots and just hold your own in other areas, a coaching staff is going to find time for you.
Burst onto the scene. Now he's a household name.
Absolutely.
That one misses.
Yeah, they've really made a concerted effort to get to the line here in the second half.
Here's Hield. And off the front iron, and in it goes. Hield's got 8.
They're really looking to that inside game here in the second half, getting away from taking a bunch of threes.
Drummond, the screen on Hield. Here's Grimes. And the three-pointer goes. Grimes has gotten himself going with a triple, his first basket of the game. Pass to Horford. And here's Hield. A deep 3. Drummond grabs the miss. Drummond's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Walker passes to Watford. Outside McCain. Lets it go. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Now here's Butler. 33 points for him. And it's Butler with the jam.
Yeah, Jimmy throwing it down. Wow, that was tough.
Outside McCain. Pass to Grimes. There's the triple. Knocks down the long J. 6 points for him. Warriors trail by 9.
The smart play. Wait and take the final shot.
You're going to have to be very patient right here. Let's see how it plays out.
Lets it go from 14. No luck on that one. Paul George, he's feeling it tonight. He's been the driving force for Philadelphia, and he's hit 8 3-pointers. Strong shooting performance in this one. We'll be back in a moment. All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
You know, I'm kind of stoked this was a choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
Well, he made it look simple, but that's not always easy to execute.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this 4th quarter. On the court for Golden State to start the 4th. Jimmy Butler out there with Jonathan Kuminga. Then there's Al Horford. Then there's Brandon Podziemski. And it's Hield in at the shooting guard position.
That is a well-run pick and roll that time by McCain. So skilled.
Warriors trail by 11. Butler on the wing. With the fadeaway. Perfection. Beautiful stroke. Butler's got 37.
Well, his production is not in question now if he could just get his teammates involved.
And here's Maxey outside. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Butler's got his 5th rebound in this one. Out to Kuminga. Lets it go from deep. Good, and Butler gets the assist. Butler's got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. 4th quarter still young, just over a minute played. Pass to McCain. Let's go with a 3. Warriors with the rebound. Butler's got 6 rebounds here tonight. make by Jimmy Butler.
Putting his body to work in the paint. Butler using his athletic skills to get it done.
Outside Maxey. Now here's Drummond. Maxey with it. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Maxey's got 29 points.
This is when your interior D has to be on high alert.
Outside Butler. It's stolen by McCain. Outside Maxey. Pass to McCain. Over to the left wing. Philadelphia moving it around. Drummond, the screen on Hield. 6 to shoot. Now Grimes to the right side. Here's Watford. Gets the 3 to fall. And it's a 9-point Philadelphia lead.
Oh, what great action we've seen tonight. Hard to imagine a more entertaining game.
This is what the fans came to see. A lot of great plays going back and forth.
And Steve Kerr calls timeout here, rallying his guys to make sure they all know the plan. Embiid, he's checked in for Philadelphia. Barlow comes in for Watford. The Warriors also with a sub. Curry's checked in. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
During that break, Coach Steve Kerr had some advice for the team. He did his best to light a fire under them, saying, we have to fight. Now is the moment. We have to come out of this deficit swinging. Guys?
Good job there, Allie. Thanks. We're in the fourth quarter here. Just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Takes the 3. And McCain pulls it down. The Sixers lead by 9. Outside Grimes. Pass to Maxey. Here's Barlow. Now Embiid. Horford covering. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Embiid inside. Horford covering. Embiid, good.
You know, I love the resilience. After struggling in the first half, he has turned it on.
Now Kuminga. Pass to Horford. Now here's Butler. Defense right on him. The 3 from Curry. And again, it's the Warriors missing. For Philadelphia, they've gotten 4 shots out of 6 attempts to drop so far in the fourth. Barlow passes to Maxey. Out to the right wing. Here's Embiid. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. Embiid's gotten 4 this quarter.
After a forgettable first half, he is turning it on now. You love to see this kind of resilience.
Pass to Butler to win the drought. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2.
And the team adopts the personality of Jimmy Butler. He can alter a team's culture.
Shooting for Golden State, Jimmy Butler. 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That's good from Butler.
They're doing some good work at the line this half.
Walker, he's checked in for the Sixers. The Warriors also with a sub. Green's checked in for Kuminga. That's also good, so he hits both free throws.
And that's about what we expect. He's been excellent from the line tonight.
Maxey against Curry. Maxey passes to Barlow. Inside. The kick out to Maxey. Yes, and it's Embiid picking up the assist. Embiid's got 5 assists in the game.
Hard to win games when you allow clean looks from the perimeter.
The 3 from Curry. Oh, the sweet stroke of Stephen Curry.
Just give him the ball. This guy is shooting lights out from deep. Here's Maxey. Pass to Embiid.
Outside Grimes. Fires from deep. Rebounded by Green. Green's got 8 rebounds in the game.
It's been a quiet game for him to this point on the offensive end, but the team has still played well enough to hold the lead.
Here's Butler. Good on the shot, and that shaves the lead to single digits. Butler's got 8 points in the quarter.
Hey, he's doing everything he can to keep them afloat.
Embiid, a screen on Curry. For 3, Maxey. Ooh, nasty putback from Embiid.
And they're up considerably because of their efforts on the glass.
Pass to Podziemski. Outside, Green. And it's Butler with the jam.
When Butler is cleared for takeoff, just get off the runway.
Now Maxey. And here's Embiid. Horford covering. Up top, Embiid. 6 on the shot clock. Oh, Embiid imposing his will.
As cold as he was in the first half, he's done a great job regrouping and turning things around after the break.
Paul George, he's checked in for Walker. Moody's checked in for the Warriors.
Second personal foul. First team foul. At the line for 1, Joel Embiid.
Yeah, since the break, he has been in attack mode, and he is living at the line.
And so it's Curry with it. He brings it up for the Warriors. Down by 12. Butler on the wing. Got a hand on it. Maxey against Curry. And here is Maxey. Up top, Embiid. Green covering. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
Well, few guys get to the line the way Embiid does.
At the line for Philadelphia, Joel Embiid. Taking 2 shots.
That free throw no good. And the 76ers with some changes. Edwards comes in for Barlow, and it's Edgecombe in for Grimes. And the second free throw is good. Warriors trail by 13. Pass to Curry. Green with a screen on Maxey. Curry from deep three-point land. It's rebounded by George. George has got 5 rebounds tonight. Now here's Maxey. Now Embiid. George for 3. Good! Another from 3.
He's got this defense scrambling. Even when they've got 2 guys on him, he finds a way to get to space.
And he's making some team history. He just tied the franchise record for 3-pointers in a single game. Pass to Curry. Edwards against Butler. Green with a screen on Edwards. And it's blocked by Embiid.
And when Embiid is doing that, protecting the paint, he's as impactful as anyone in this league.
To the paint. Tipped. Kicks it to George. The 3. Connects again from distance.
And he's now set the team record for most threes in a single game. What a shot he's got.
A lot of it stems from his confidence. Even when he misses, he's sure the next one's going in. Butler finds Green. Back to Butler. Got it. Butler's got 47 points.
Well, he's certainly not the reason they're down. If they're going to grab the lead here, more guys are going to have to step up.
Yeah, good things happen when Embiid has the ball in his hands. I mean, this guy can do it all.
So it's the Warriors now. 19-point game. Pass to Green. And here's Butler. Here's Curry. Maxey covering. Curry against Maxey. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. One free throw coming his way.
Shooting one.
Yeah, Curry has added so much muscle over the years, showing you right there that added strength.
No doubt, Stephen Curry is the best shooter of all time. Talk about what makes him special, Grant.
Well, B.A., he can hit shots under the most difficult circumstances, off balance, with only a sliver of daylight. And this is why teams often choose to double him the moment he crosses half court.
And that one falls for Curry. Tim, does it seem to you that Stephen Curry gets better when the buzzer is approaching?
Well, if that's true of anyone, it's Steph, B.A., a former clutch player of the year. He's very comfortable with the outcome in his hands.
Here's Embiid. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more. And so the NBA draft is now 2 days. How much of a difference do you think that makes, Grant?
You know, I think it shows the increasing importance of second-round picks. With teams up against the cap, they need that cheap depth. And also, it's an opportunity to get TV viewers over 2 days rather than just one.
The free throw drops for Embiid. Warriors trail by 19. Curry passes to Green. Outside Butler. Oh, he dropped it straight in.
He is totally locked in offensively and doing everything he can to bring his team back.
Outside Edwards. Here's Maxey. Shot clock at 6. How about the motor of Tyrese Maxey, Tim? He just does not quit ever.
He's one of those guys who tracks the most miles run during games. Maxey probably wears out his shoes faster than anyone. Sharp turns, hard cuts. He's always on the move.
And he makes the first.
Yeah, this has been an interesting maturation from Tyrese Maxey. Really, all that untapped potential early on, but he has turned into an elite player in this league.
Both free throws good from Maxey.
You really can't understate the energy Maxey brings to his game. Not just effort level, but his attitude and how that spreads to his guys out there.
Here's Butler. Good. He hits again. And that gives him 51.
Making it look easy.
The Sixers lead by 17. Here's Edgecombe. George, right side. Here's Edgecombe. Now George. Embiid. Yes, and it's George picking up the assist. And it's 29 points for Joel Embiid.
They've been battling all night. Now they're on the brink of putting this game away.
I think the key here is to be careful about playing it too safely. Just keep doing what you're doing.
Butler. And got it! Another basket! Oh, he's been absolutely ridiculous in this game.
BA, it feels like he can't miss. They came out and had a statement win with their performance tonight. A fantastic effort to get it done here for the 76ers.
Seemed like the sheer volume of three-pointers today was the deciding factor.
And they'd hit one and then just dial it up again. And it worked.
And this will push their total wins for the year up to 11.
And having this win on the books might give them a little mental advantage the next 2 times these squads meet.
And what a huge performance it was for Paul George.
I have to say, he was totally unleashed tonight. Flying up and down the court, helping out however he could. He made a big impact on both ends. You can feel the excitement in this arena. These guys have done one heck of a job.
What a great performance. They have given the fans their money's worth.
Outside Curry, there's the three, and again for three. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable, BA, unbelievable.
Now Embiid. Here's Maxey, fires the three, knocks down the triple. Maxey's got 39.
Finishing the game strong. This is how you shut the door on any hopes of a comeback.
Yeah, any thought of losing this game has been put to bed.
So no problem for Philadelphia as they get the win. Boy, they were something special to watch tonight, and the crowd loving every second of it.
It's always a great feeling when you play this well for your fans. This team really showed what it's capable of.
All right, to Allie LaForce with our player of the game.
We hope you enjoyed the show.
PG, congratulations on the victory. How important was it for you to kick off this homestand with the win?
It was real important. It was really important for us to come back home and show out, play in front of our fans. We had a good night. I think everything was clicking offensively. There's still some things to work on defensively. We scored a lot, but we gave up a lot of points, so we got to clean that up.
Good luck the rest of the homestand.
Allie, thank you as always. And that about wraps it up. With Tim Legler, Allie LaForce, and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson. As always, we appreciate you tuning in tonight. And as we leave you, here's a look at our player of the game, Paul George.